I actually have a question, though, before we get kind of started, right? When it's all said and done, when you clocked up out of here and people remember you, what would you want them to remember you as? Like, what would you want them, your legacy to kind of be? I don't know if y'all ever thought about that.
How long you been thinking about this?
Since I had my other bike ride the other day, because I was listening to a podcast and they was talking about legacy. And I remember we defined kind of legacy, but we never said what you would want your legacy to be. Like if somebody get out there, it's all clocked out, you clocked out, and what would you want your homies to be saying about you? Like what you want them to remember you as? Because everybody can say, oh, I want to leave a legacy, I want to leave money, I want to leave this. Man, your kids and people can fuck up that shit in so quick. Because the money it's okay, but you got to leave something else tangible. Like, you got to leave something that somebody will never forget. Because I know one thing I'm going to remember about you every day, that motherfucking New Orleans story.
You had to be there. Y'all had to be there. Y'all wasn't there.
I
think I already told on the past. Hey, man, go watch our previous stories. Hey, he can pin it up here if you want to watch it. You can watch the whole thing, you know what I'm saying?
And you know,
Maul likes to make people relive, you know what I'm saying, trauma. That's trauma, that's really abuse. You think about it. When you make people relive trauma, you know, traumatization and stuff, that's abuse.
But no, I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, bro, like, what would I be saying about my homies and stuff? And then I just got to thinking about each homie, and I'm like, damn, I got a story about this when me and this dude together. I got a story about Spaces when me and we did this. I got a story about Damo when me and Damo was doing this. We was together. I got a story about that. It's just so many stories I got about all my homies and the ones I call my brothers. It's got like my own individual stories with them and stuff we was doing at that time. You feel me?
Like so it's about like a particular story or
just like
how you overall view a person?
Like how you overall view them. And I know you got a story with the overall view. Because I get up there and be like, bro, I can't tell everything because that stuff got to go to the grave with me, but I can tell this one. You feel me? I can tell this story.
Right.
But them other stories got to go to the grave.
Yeah.
They can't come out.
Right.
You feel me? But I can tell that story.
What up, Be Humble? Yeah, them bike trails is...
Be humble, what it is.
Be humble, what's up?
Be humble.
I think for me, I really don't mind, you know, and I don't want to die anytime soon.
No,
right?
I'm not saying. I'm just.
I got another 45, 50 years.
I'm
right?
gonna say we all do. Yes, we do.
But I like to say that, you know, whatever a person, to me, whatever they came up with me about, whatever they came up with about, you know, me or whatever, like whatever idea they thought I was or whatever, I'm cool with that. I really don't care, you know, I mean, after I'm dead and gone, I'm passed on, I really don't care what you think about me, you know what I'm saying, good or bad. I mean, hopefully it was good, but I really don't. It just is what it is.
For me, it would be, I guess, for me it would be
Trail Link app, yes, sir.
Oh, that's the one you sent me, right?
Yeah.
For me, I would want it to be, I would want people to say that I did whatever I could for the people that I loved. That's what I want my legacy to be. And I definitely want to have that. One of the things I've heard other men talk about as far as their relationships with their kids and all that stuff, one of the things I hear about when we listen to a lot of these YouTube conversations and we think about like Nick Cannon, and we were talking about Cam Newton a few episodes ago. And one of the things I would want to make sure that I would do is make sure I would be there for my child/children and want to be, like if they're on a sports team or if they're on a debate team or whatever the case, I will want to do whatever I can to make sure I'm there for those events. So I want it to be like the legacy, again, that he did whatever he could to be there for the people that matter to him, and he definitely was a great father and a great husband, of course. Well, I think a great husband is a given, but definitely be there for his people.
Kind of on the sentiment of what Spacer said, like I just want people to remember me as like whenever I need him, it don't matter. We wasn't talking for years or we wasn't talking for months, but when I call him and I really need him, he was there. He was always there, no matter what. He ain't come and bring up no past that we had this, we had that, but he came through every time in the clutch when it was time to come through. That's just because that's what I do. We might not, like me and my homie Daniel, we've been down since we've been like in second, third grade. Like I say, I had moved to Florida. He was still up here. We had lost numbers and stuff, but we got back, ain't nothing happened. Anytime any one of my homies call or a family member call that I really rock with or whatever like that, I'm there. And that's what I want my legacy to be. Forget all the money. If I gave you a couple dollars or anything, that ain't shit. But when you really needed me the most, was I there? Did I make it happen for you? That's what I just want to be remembered as. That's what I want my legacy to be.
Napson Beauty, what's good? What's good, Napson Beauty?
What it do, sister?
So with that, right? Because I think about that as well. With that, do you think? What do you think about the reciprocity of that situation? About what you just said, about what I said as well. As far as like me, I would want to be remembered for being there for my people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what about if somebody like you haven't talked to them in a while, and they say the last interaction y'all had was cool. There's no animosity. There's nothing, no confusion, and they call you for whatever reason they need your help with something.
Mm-hmm.
What about how the reciprocity in reverse? If you haven't talked to them in, let's just say, a couple of years, and you call them because you want them to help you out with something, what do you?
That ain't. I can't control what other people say. You know, I say that all the time. I can't control what you do. I only can control me. I only can control my actions. I can't control because you did this or you said that.
Mm-hmm.
So just because we homies and we cool, we got stories. I never tell your story. Don't give a fuck what you go out there and you say about me. I'm not saying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That just show me more about you than me. I will never like that. I don't look at people because, oh, I did this for you, but you ain't do nothing for me. No, that's who I am as a person.
Mm-hmm.
I did that because that's embedded in me. I'm not doing that to get something in return from you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's because of who I am. So even if I call you and you ain't come through, that's still cool. I did what I did because I wanted to. That's the problem. Everybody always trying to do something to get something back in return instead of just doing it because that's the type of person you are.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the type of person you are, you do it regardless, no matter what. Ain't got to be no hard feelings and no words. If you can do it, do it. That's who you is. Don't be looking for something in return and be like, oh, they don't never do. No, did you do what you do out of your kindness, your heart? Do it, and that's okay. That'll be perfectly fine.
Is there a certain point where?
Yes, now if you feel like you're being used, like you feel like you're being misused.
You already knew where I was going with that.
If you feel like you're being misused and you not getting totally nothing in return, and it's like this motherfucker just like trying to use the shit out of you, like we always say, it's better to be misused than be useless.
And you said it's better to be misused than useless?
Yeah, if you're useless, what is when you useless, what like?
Whew. Hold on, I gotta throw up. Not that one.
Yeah.
Oh no. That one. That's the one I was looking for.
But like it is. I'd rather be misused. Then I can see, okay, at least I'm useful.
Right. You're being used in some sort of way.
Yeah. Because if you lose this, what do we do with stuff that's useless?
Throw it away. Forget about it. That's a very.
But then I know I'm useful, so now I'm gonna make sure you use this to me and throw you away because you're trying to misuse me.
Ooh.
So you got to get rid of the useless because you're useless to me because you ain't helping me doing anything. Even though I'm doing what I'm doing and I don't care about you, but I got to get you like. It's like something got to be there.
And that's what I was getting at with that question, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I am that person that is if I'm cool with you and if I have no reason to distance myself from you in any way, then I would definitely do what I can to try to help you and whatever it is that you may be calling me for. On the flip side, I don't see anything wrong with going in. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with going into a situation and helping somebody out, but then also not necessarily expecting something in return, but knowing that you can call on that person when you need them as well.
Yeah, but you also got to know who your friend. I mean, you got to know who you is you trying to call.
So if you okay, go on.
You know which friends that. Be honest, bro. You know which friends you calling when to do different type of shit with. You're not doing everything that you'll do with this friend, with that friend.
Okay.
Everybody has a role.
Okay.
In your life. It don't matter who, everybody has a role. Everybody does. If I want to go pray, I'm calling spaces. If I know I got a J down and all this stuff and I need somebody to throw on the hoodie or something, I'm probably going to call Jerry Dan, my boy Daniel, and my boy Damo. I'm not calling spaces.
Now I'm going to pray for y'all.
First of all, he too light. He going to get us caught because he's not dark enough. But I'm not calling spaces for that. You get me? And there's no hard feeling. I'm not trying to single out spaces, but spaces is the one that's going to pray. God know our heart. He know what we finna do. We're going to apologize later, but we got to do what we got to do right now. Am I wrong, Jay, every day?
Space is gone. Space is gone. Start dancing.
But you feel me? You get where I'm coming from?
Hey, do the Diddy dance, man.
Why you want to do the Diddy dance? But you get where I'm coming from? You feel me?
Yeah. Everybody plays a role.
Everybody plays a role. Everybody know their role that they play.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just think in a lot of situations people think that because someone does something for someone and then they expect that person to. I don't think it's anything wrong with expecting something in return for doing something for somebody. Not necessarily expecting, but again, knowing that you can call on them if you need them for help, right? Because that's how relationships work. That's how everything works.
Yeah, that's true.
You buy your car expecting it to drive properly. You get your engine fixed, or if you need an engine fixed, you might as well get a whole new car. But you get your oil changed, you expect to not have issues with the oil. You get new tires, you expect them not to
go flat.
To go flat. You just got them, right? Like you buy some food, you expect it to be good. You expect it to not cause any health issues with you. You know what I mean? Like everything works in a give and get scenario. And I shoot, that's how I work with people. You're there for me, I'm there for you. Now, of course, I am watching out for signs to know if you're trying to take advantage of me and take advantage of my niceness.
Yeah, but sometimes people can't be there for you because they so fucked up though.
If that's the case, then that's cool. No problem whatsoever. If whatever the case that I may have going on, if I need help, let's just say painting my house.
I ain't painting your house. I'll give you some food.
You're not the person to do that. Fact, you know what I'm saying?
You got me. Yeah, that's the friend. Yeah, I give you. You need a couple hours from Gatorade. I need to go get some pieces because I'm not help doing that because I don't even want to paint my own house. Moving, same thing. All that shit. I don't want to do this shit for myself, so I know I'm not gonna want to do it for a friend. And the last person I helped move, and the only reason I helped him move, and he know who he talking about, is because it was last minute. He had to hurry up and go ahead and do what he need to do. So I had to go ahead, do what I need to do, and go ahead and help him get up out of there real quick.
Was it a lot of stuff?
No, not really. But that's just me. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not doing that. I don't move myself. I buy new shit. I save up because we finna go and get everything new. Yeah. Grab them clothes and we finna go and get this shit popping and get some new shit. Throw that shit.
Throw all the clothes in the garbage bag and we
No, not garbage bag. You got totes and shit. Come on now, bro. But that's just me. That's just how I do. That's why I work hard to go do shit like that.
Yeah, I come from a little different perspective. I think that I understand. I feel like I understand human nature a bit. So a lot of times my cousin and I was talking about this yesterday, but you do things for people, and sometimes people become they forget that you did something for them. You know what I mean? That's true. So I really don't hold. I mean, that's just human nature, though, to me. Like, just because you did something for a person doesn't necessarily mean that they're appreciated. They don't, they might be thinking in the moment or whatever. And so I really just don't hold people accountable for, like, not being able to, because for me, I like to lean on me. You see what I'm saying? I don't like to ask for nobody else, no help, no none of that shit, right? It was something just as simple as while I was out there, he seen me struggling. He stopped and helped me. I swear to God, I wasn't going to ask for no help. This is when I was going to figure this shit out. But I wasn't going to, and I get it. That's my dog, but I wasn't going to ask for no help because that's just kind of me, right? So I'm going to try to figure this shit out. I don't care if it takes me longer than necessary. You know what I mean? I'm going to figure this out, and that's just kind of now. and help that he, you know what I'm saying, he asked Josh and I said, yeah, bro, I need some help or whatever. But I'm just one of those people where I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask you to pick me up from the airport. I'm not gonna ask you for a couple dollars. I'm not gonna ask you for shit. Just for me, in the long run, because people will turn around and throw their shit in your face. They will turn around and say, well, man, you remember the last time? No, I don't. You don't ever remember me asking you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of me. But I am also a giving person. I give and I'll, look out. But I don't really ask people for a whole bunch of stuff. Or, and that's just kind of how I, live my life.
I'm glad you going there. Because I was talking. You finished with your point?
No, yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Hey, Cultivate.
Cultivate, what's going on, Cultivate? I'm glad you said that, right? Because I was asking, and I was talking to someone, and I was asking about a toxic trait. Do you think that's a toxic trait too, though?
I think it can be. Like, sometimes you. Go ahead.
Because I was saying the same thing. Because I'm kind of like that too. I will break my neck bending over backwards for me not to ask nobody else for help. Even my wife, I won't ask for help. And I think that's kind of fucking me up. Because it's like, even though us as men, and I think a lot of men go through this, we try to do everything on our own trying to be fucking Superman. And that's what drive a lot of black men to like high blood pressure, your cholesterol fucked up because you out here lack of sleep, you're not getting no sleep, you out here stressing, fatiguing, you're not really taking care of yourself because you're trying to do everything when you got a helpmate.
Right.
And I think that it's because I told her that's my toxic trait. I think that's my toxic trait of not asking for help when I can ask, when I should be asking for help. Like, nah, I need a little help on this.
Yeah.
Like every time something go wrong in something in our family, I'll be like, okay, don't worry about it, I'm gonna fix it. And I come through with it. But I think us as men, and especially black men, because we already expected, like, oh, they already say we don't do this, we're not great fathers, we don't do that, we always thugs, we don't do this. It's a lot of negative stereotypes about us. So we try to, as black men, we try not to, like, no, you can depend on us. No, you can depend on me. I'm not one of them ones out here I could be dependent on. You feel me? So you try to do everything by it don't matter what it is. You will try to do it on your own instead of asking for help.
Yeah, I think if I do ask for some type of help, like, okay, I would try to compensate, you for your time. Because that's one thing I think also that, people kind of, you forget that this person is using their time or their resources to help you. So I think it's important. I've always been compensated for my time. My grandmother, even though if you tell her, no, here, put this little bit in your pocket. You know what I mean? Or, she drove, and oh, no, it's okay. No, take it anyway. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to give it to the kid. No, well, you're not finna give that to them. I'll go ahead. You know what I mean? I worked for this. No, I'm not finna.
I'm trying to put it back in your pocket.
Right. I'm trying to give it back to you. But my grandmother's like that. My aunties like that as well. But they're gonna compensate you for your time. So if I do ask for something, or I need your help or something, I try to well, here, man, throw that in the tank or whatever. But for me, I try to not. Now that we got Uber and Lyft, you ain't gonna pick me up shit. I'm gonna do this myself.
And you say that, right? Me and my wife, we done been on a couple trips. And she always be like, oh, I'll get such and such to come get her. I'm like, no, we can just park at the airport.
Park at the airport.
And she told
over there, it's $15 a day.
So why you be parking? And I say, because I just rather not, because I don't want to
wait for a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, it ain't even about waiting. It's about people not being considered, like you say, considerate of your time. I'm coming to get you. You're not even outside yet. You calling me when you walking off the plane.
Yeah.
Why are you calling me for when you walking off the plane? It's still another 20 to 30 minutes before you get to the front.
Yeah, I had that happen to me.
What?
Somebody told me that I was picking up somebody when they get off the plane. When the plane landed.
Yeah.
Man, it was at Midway.
Yeah.
When you go to the arrivals, you can't just sit there and park there.
Thank you.
You got to lap around.
Bro, I had to lap. I was lapping around for like 45 minutes.
So what you do, you got to go to White Castle. You got to go to the White Castle on 63rd and Cicero and sit there. And then when they call you, That's what you gotta do.
Right. I was trying to think of somewhere where I could park.
Is the White Castle or the spot right there. What's the restaurant on Cicero? You know, because I don't want to say nobody, but on Cicero and Archer, it's a restaurant right there, decent.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, but anyway,
it's a little breakfast joint, right?
Yeah, no,
right down the way.
It's
Burger
like
King?
a little Greek joint.
That's a beauty down the game.
Yeah, Burger King.
Burger King over there. Yeah, around that area.
Yeah.
On Walgreens, you sit.
Yeah.
And you wait, right?
Yeah.
But I think also, you know, just to something else I was thinking about is that people really don't value your time.
Facts.
Right? So,
facts.
Like for me, if I'm coming to pick you up or whatever it is, don't have me waiting. I really, that's one thing I get irritated about.
You right?
Right? Because it's like my time is important too. I swear to God, I get irritated about waiting for somebody and I'm picking them up. Right? But if the shoe was on the other foot, I'm the first nigga downstairs.
Facts.
It won't take me longer than 5 minutes. I'll call you and let you know. Don't have me waiting. I swear I hate just waiting for people. It's like, nigga, I'll take off on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I promise you I will. You know what I'm saying?
You 100% right there. And then they get mad at you.
Yeah.
If you sitting over here like, bro, and then that's when you want to throw some shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you had me waiting out here all this time. And
Right. If your time or whatever, if you seem like you got something else going on or what, cool. Let me know. Maybe I can stop. Go waste some time at Target. Go waste some time at Walmart or whatever. But don't have me waiting in front of the fucking crib. Don't have me waiting, just waiting. I swear I hate that, bro.
And I don't have no problem with coming to get you, but like you say, have some courtesy for my time, because I'm going to have some for yours. I'm not like, hey, go ahead, bro. Don't even worry about it. I'll figure it out, because I don't want you waiting here. I don't want to be wasting your time or anything like that.
I shouldn't have to send you off on where the fuck I'm getting off the expressway. Yeah, nigga, I'm coming around the corner right now, but really getting on the expressway because, you know what I'm saying, I know how long it's going to take you to do X, Y. I shouldn't have to tell you that. Be a person of your word. You ready? You ready. Calm down.
Like, word to homie like that right now, we will get into it about that shit. Y'all know this nigga too. I promise you, we done got into it about this shit, like for real. Like, that's one thing, like, because nigga, he going to be late to his own funeral. Like dead ass.
You said that. I know what you're talking about.
I already knew.
Late to his but this nigga, boy, look here. Like, that's the one thing we don't get into it about nothing. But that's one thing right there, nigga, we'll damn near come to blows about that right there. Because niggas don't respect you. Like, that's the only thing right there.
Yeah, I know.
My skin be boy. No, I be
ready to fire on the motherfucker, boy. Like, really, like, nigga, no, man, you owe me a fade, bro. You gonna sit up here and try my time. You owe me one, bro. You owe me 5 minutes, bro.
I be boiling.
Yeah, you owe me 5 minutes, nigga.
Like, my attitude, I be perky, ready to do something.
Yeah, you owe me 5.
Now I'm looking at my time.
Yeah, you owe me 5. As soon as we get through shooting this one, you buying me something to eat, nigga. Facts. You finna go buy me something to eat after we shoot this one. Whoever win or lose, you buying me something to eat. Like, for real.
All right, man.
About 30 minutes.
That was a good ass conversation.
Welcome to another episode of your favorite after church podcast, the KNoWKi.